All right, Sully, go and talk to Muriel. This is a combo. Muriel, just the girl I wanted to see.
What?
Greetings and salutations, Sully. Are you in need of assistance?
Yeah.
You're an egghead, right? You like researching and investigating things?
Yes.
Why, yes. Unlocking the mysteries and wonders of the natural world gives me... Yeah, whatever. Look, I have a favor to ask.
Hmm?
You wish me to develop a new weapon? Something of that ilk? Nah, nothing like that. I want you to study me. You? Well, that would be most unusual. I confess I had never considered you as a possible field of research, but... Yeah, well, maybe it's time you consider it. You might have... You might have noticed that I'm not like other women, right?
Right.
If you are speaking of your martial prowess, then yes.
Marital.
Oh, marital prowess?
I think so.
That has to be martial. It has to be martial.
No, Marshall. You're right. You're right.
I am the winner this day.
I got the letters confused. I looked at it weird.
I am the winner this day. You got a
Okay,
word wrong. I win. I win.
I looked at the screen wrong, but let's go with this if it makes you feel better.
It honestly does.
If it makes you feel like you got one up over on me, you can have this one.
Just this once.
On a technicality.
That. And some other stuff, too. Look, I want you to figure out what's so different about me. Well, my official diagnosis as a scholar? Tomboy. But, I don't really know what else you want from me here. I mean, I try to fit in, I really do, but something sets me apart. Well, I don't know, maybe it's the fact that you're the damn queen of the entire nation at this point. That might play a role.
Fascinating.
I see. You wish me to observe your social interactions and verbal communications. In this way, I might see behavioral signifiers that differentiate you from the group norm.
Hey.
That is probably exactly what I'm saying. I think.
Sully is the best. I really enjoy her.
Yeah, she is absolutely phenomenal. Super underrated. I need time to prepare my queries and form a control group. Is this acceptable? Sure. Whatever you just said. Whatever it takes.
She's fun.
She is. All right, Maribel, talk to Olivia.
Yay.
Fancy gal and shy gal. 1 and 2 and 3 and kick those feet. One more pirouette and hold for applause. Yay, Olivia, woo! Standing ovation, Olivia's the best. Marry me, Olivia.
Yes.
You dance rather well. Oh, sweet Jesus! Maribel! How long have you been standing there? From the beginning, darling. I didn't mean to spy, but your dance was so wonderful. I just couldn't bring myself to interrupt. Oh, gods, thanks. I mean, I'm still working on the rough bits, so... Oh, gods, this is embarrassing.
What?
Save the false modesty for your social betters, my dear. A working-class girl like you needs confidence above all else. I don't know if you really want to refer to it like that. Right, okay. Thanks, I think. Good heavens. Are all
Maribel is like the living definition of thanks, I think.
Yeah. It's like, I'm pretty sure you're being nice and just don't realize that you're also insulting me at the same time.
That's honestly kind of an adorable character quirk.
It is. She 100%, every single time she gets into a conversation, means well. She's just not good at it.
Yeah.
Good heavens, are all lowborn folk this skeptical? How could you be so bold one minute and such a quivering mess the next?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Well.
When you dance, you're so daring. You stand tall and proud, completely unafraid to meet the watcher's eye. You exhibit great strength and dignity. Oh, stop it! This is so embarrassing. And yet when you stop, you become this jabbering, bashful mess of insecurities. I want to see more of Olivia the Bold and less of Olivia the Mouse, got it?
Well.
I'm sure you're right, I guess, but...
So sorry.
Very well. If you won't do it yourself, I'll just have to aid you.
Maribel slowly puts down the parasol and slowly picks up the whip.
Wow. You'll grow back.
Seriously, can you imagine? I want you to just sit back and imagine Maribel and Franziska von Karma.
That would be a sight. I can't deny that.
They would be one hell of a duo.
They really would. I have no idea if they'd get along, but it would be fun to watch regardless.
Yeah, same.
You'll grow a backbone if I have to drag you there, kicking and screaming. And knowing your general whole thing, I'm guessing that's probably the case.
What?
Backbone? But I'm supported by a system of fluid-filled bladders.
Come now.
Pluck! Grit! dignity, resolve. Pick any noun you like. I'm not too picky here.
I always particularly liked. Actually, dang it! I kind of shot my own joke in the foot because I didn't really have one prepared.
That's okay. It happens to the best of us. I'll have to think about the best way to whip you into shape. Hopefully not literally. This may take a bit. I'll let you know when the first lesson is ready.
Oh.
I don't like the sound of this.
I'd like to see more of that one.
As would I. As would I. Okay, we're making progress. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right.
Hey, I'm just sitting back and enjoying all of this.
Oh, I'm glad. You know what? That's all that really matters to me. All right, Crom and Vake. Let's go.
Hey,
It's fighting time, Crom. Very well, but on one condition.
what?
Not a face.
Condition? It's not like you'd ask for a handicap.
No.
Nothing of the sort, Vake. It's just that Alyssa was pretty upset after our last duel. Poor girl was crying her eyes out. She said we were taking our sparring match too seriously. She made me promise to go easy and fight safe so neither of us get hurt.
Right.
Yeah,
that last clash was a real doozy. Good times. Good times.
I stabbed your spleen.
Which
You
is
took out
impressive
my
with an axe.
eye. You took out my eye. Crom says, I put it back.
He did. It looked good. But, listen, Crom, you're gonna have to explain this fight safe concept to me.
Right.
I've been
Well,
pondering-
usually the sport regulatory committee requires mats on the floor. but,
Yeah,
you know.
that's part of it. I've been pondering that myself. Perhaps we could decide the winner with a coin flip?
Hey.
God, gods, no. I don't want Lady Luck picking the winner. Not between us, anyway. Hey,
Besides, how does literally flipping a coin decide battle prowess?
I don't know. I've seen some.
I mean, unless all of these fights are predicated on being the beginning of a Super Bowl game, I don't really see how that's going to work.
I mean, I've seen more than a few combat systems that implement rock, paper, scissors mentalities. So, I mean, it's not impossible, I guess.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Hey, I got it. What say you and me have a good old-fashioned cooking contest?
Bake sale!
Bake sale! Yeah! You make something, I make something, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Really?
Well, I suppose. Though I was seldom allowed in the castle kitchens growing up. I broke
Not
things.
after the fire.
Yeah! Ah, you're right. Cooking against royalty'd be like spearing fish in a barrel. If I can't beat you with honor, I got no interest in beating you.
I will not fail.
Hold on now, I didn't say no. I've roasted my share of campfire boar and have heard no complaints.
Looks like Teach just got tenure.
Then a cook-off it is. Get ready to taste my victory. And also boar meat, I guess. Alright. Good lord. Okay.
What does she have?
Oh, she? Who's she?
Oh, I was saying earlier, Lissa. What does she have?
Lissa's vacant Kellum, so let's go with Kellum.
Yeah, let's do that.
Kellum, it's ready. It's the pie saga. Kellum.
Pie.
Yes. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Here it is, Kellum. Piping hot fresh pie from Lissa's oven of surprises. Oh, joy. I made an extra big one this time, so eat as much as you like. Ugh. Okay, let's see it. Oh, that's
Frogs jump out.
that is not the smell of a thing that's supposed to be eaten. You see how the filling has a rainbow of colors in it? Golly, so it does. It's more savory than sweet. I plan to serve it as a dinner. Let me just have a little sample first. Let's see. Kellum, are you all right? Is that good heaving or bad heaving? I don't know of a good heaving. I honestly don't know about that, but I dig Liz's optimism.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's very optimistic.
Does the filling taste funny? I didn't mess it up again, did I? Lissa, do you ever taste the dishes yourself?
Huh?
No. Why? Should I? It's a good thing you gave this to me first. Then only one of us need know the horror. And now he is dead. Oh gods, he's fainted. Kellum, can you hear me? Stay away from the light. Where did I put my healing staff? Well, if you're gonna be a lethal chef, you should at least be able to do that much.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
All right, stall and Noe! Hmm? I hear the chirping of a bird. It's very close indeed.
Whoa. Oh.
I'm not the bird, I'm dragon. Hey, Estelle.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Oh, they do be chirping. Just the man I wanted to see. Can you spare some of that healing tonic you're always carrying around? What do you want it for?
Listen.
This little bird hurt a wing and I want to help him out.
Nah.
Chirp.
I'm not sure my tonic works on birds. It's mainly for diarrhea, of which I am firmly and very often plagued by.
Huh?
Thanks for sharing. That's not going to help. Huh. Wait, I know. A healing staff should do the trick.
So,
Now, I know you want to help, but healing staves are very valuable. I'm not sure we can spare one for a bird, regardless of how cute it is. What? So we just let it die because Crom might get a boo-boo? Well, Crom, or me, or anyone, really. How could you be so cruel? Gods, maybe she's right. This war is turning me into a heartless brute. I'm a monster! Now, wait, I'm sorry, you're right. Let's call Lissa and have her help this poor little critter.
Really?
That's what I was gonna say earlier. Like, what is she doing? Oh wait, she's busy right now trying to bring Kellum back to life.
Yeah, she's halfway there. Really? You'll do that? Thanks, Stall.
Living on a prayer.
Squidward on a chair. Let's see. All right, Cordelia and Frederick. You guys are both anal retentive. The supplies have been unloaded and everything is accounted for, sir. Good work. Thank you. Next, may I ask you to inspect the worn weapons and scrolls? Already done, sir. Oh, but I did have a number of questions regarding the layout of the camp.
Listen.
Frederick?
always impressive.
I was just thinking how little you have changed from when I knew you and Ulysses. Back when you served the Royal Pegasus Knights. Always working harder than everyone and finding some task that needs doing. Fia once confessed to me that she'd had been lost without your help. I'm convinced it was her intention to eventually name you her successor.
Huh?
Fia said that?
Ah,
I envied her in truth. I'd often wished that I'd possessed a successor of your caliber. Now, Frederick, sir, you go too far. People will get the wrong impression if they overhear such flattery.
right.
The wrong impression? Oh, good lord, I might have been flirting. That's horrifying. Ah, yes, I see. Apologies, milady. I'm afraid I'm not as sensitive as you to know how such things can be perceived.
What?
Of course not. I mean, we just expect it from you now. Sometimes it feels as if every man only wishes to woo me.
I see.
Indeed, the stories of your colorful past certainly do precede you.
What?
Stories? What stories? Frederick, what stories?
Now she's just gonna be following him around the rest of the day trying to ask him that, and he's like, forget I said anything. No!
No, you cannot just do that. All right,
Tell me!
Rickon and Sharish, let's go!
Oh, hey.
Hey, Sharish, can I ask you for a big, humongous favor?
How's that?
Well, you can ask, but I can't make any promises.
Listen.
Can I pet your wyvern?
Oh.
What? Ah, nuts, I can't, right? I knew it. Every time I ask anybody to do anything, they just say I just need to get lost and throw myself off a cliff or something.
No, no.
Oof, that's harsh.
Indeed. Hold now. I was just surprised is all. You can pet her as much as you like.
If you
Minerva
don't mind missing a hand.
Minerva is very cute. I'm surprised more people don't ask to play with her.
Hmm?
Cute? More like utterly terrifying. Terrifying? My Minerva? Right. Cute it is then. Also totally scary. Well, I suppose she is a little bit scary. But you still want to pet her anyway?
Right.
Yep. I love animals. I'm like a monster whisperer or something. I've never touched a wyvern before, but I bet we'll be best friends anyway. In fact,
Chomp.
In fact, I think I have the makings of a first-class wyvern rider.
Well.
Oh, do you now? I'll check on the second seal to see how true that is.
Just watch
Yep.
me go.
For a monster whisperer like me, riding a wyvern should be easy as pie.
Oh my.
Kellum's like outside the door and he hears pie and just goes into a total PTSD meltdown.
Ah, poor dude. Ah, the arrogance of youth. All right. In fact, hang on. Let me check something real quick here. Yo, Rickon, what actually are you capable of changing yourself into? You can become... Oh, okay. Well, you can't be a wyvern rider, but he can be an archer. So, you know, it's something. He can get on a horse. I sincerely doubt that I'm going to do that, but, you know.
Yeah.
Now, at least now we know. All right, Donnie. Ooh, rank B with Nowie. All right.
Sounds good.
Hey, Donnie, you still have that stone from before?
Huh?
You mean my pa's stone? Of course I do.
Whoa.
Can I see it? I promise not to throw it. Please? Oh, it's so pretty. Is that why it's your most favorite treasure?
Yeah.
Looks ain't got nothing to do with it. The stone's part of a promise with my pa.
Huh?
A promise? A promise? He gave it to me back before he died. He always loved rocks and stones and such, but this was his favorite. He was weird, but he was my dad. He said it had a kind of power in it, all hidden away, that it was greater than it looked. Reckon I don't quite understand all that, but it's what he believed. So I promised him that one day I'd figure it out and release that hidden power.
Aw.
Wow, I'm jealous
Huh?
of my stone. But you got one what turns you into a dragon.
Hmm.
Oh, of your promise with your father. I never knew my father. Never got to talk to him. Real sorry to hear that.
Listen.
Oh, but I do remember where I was born.
Huh.
Oh, yeah? Well, where's that?
Nope.
I forget. Rock on, Nowie.
Oof.
Rock on. but you just said,
Uh,
no, I do remember, just not right now. Next time I have it, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand all that, but I guess I look forward to it.
Yes.
Hey, let's play. You're the most fun to play with around here.
Here we go.
Ah, shucks, Nowie, I think you're a real hoot, too.
wow, she got bored of Henry already.
To be fair, it is Henry.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
pan. All right, rank B with
Mo-
Gregor.
most people do get tired of me. I mean Henry.
Oh,
I mean
shut-
what?
Shut up. Hello, Pan. What, are you still quaking in boots about being scared of Eclipse?
Oi.
Oi, Pan, is only Gregor? Yes.
Gregor is everybody's friend.
He tries anyway. Yes, what is it then? Have your say and leave.
Good grieving.
Why so cold to good friend Gregor?
Good question.
None of your business.
Huh?
Ah, Gregor is knowing why. Pan is ashamed, yes.
Please.
Why would I be ashamed? I simply do not wish to see you. I'm antisocial. That's my whole thing. Get out of here. So now you hate Gregor with passion of maniac?
That's
Alright.
quite a leap.
All right. Gregor knows when he is being unwanted like trash. No. Don't go.
Aw, she feels bad.
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't hate you, and I want to thank you for helping me.
Oh yeah.
Ah, you see? Now we are having conversation like grown adult. Maybe you will let Gregor pet fuzzy ears then, yes?
Stop.
Are you making fun of me? No, I just like fluffy ears. Oh, Gregor is thinking you have many commitment issues. His lucky thing he is expert in such matters.
You.
I have no idea what you're blathering about.
No.
Gregor saw you trembling like little bunny when Eclipse came, yes? So Gregor think, little bunny is needing much care and protection. Pan spent much time hiding from man, yes? She knows little of us. So then, she must open heart to Gregor. Let him be guide to world of mankind.
I smell your fear.
I think I would be more comfortable back in hiding. Hey, he's trying.
She says that, but I don't think she means that.
I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna have to agree.
And you know what? Adding to that, depending on how their support conversations continue to go, I might ship them, maybe?
Maybe. I'm gonna say Gregor has pretty decent odds with Pan and maybe Sharish, depending on how both of these go.
Yeah. I mean,
They-
he's
they have
just
that-
such a nice, open guy.
Yeah.
It's neat to want to see him because he just wants to be people's friend. And
Yeah.
You know,
I'm-
he's just such a likable fellow.
Yeah, I'm down for it. Alright, let's see. Libra and Cordelia. Grunt! Ugh. These crates are heavy. Cordelia? Yeah, oh gods, look out! Crash!
Gods, forgive me.
That's a little overkill. I'm sorry. I startled you, didn't I? No, I fell over on purpose.
No.
No, not at all. I just tripped over this pebble here. How many lives will that pebble take? And then things fell off my damn desk. Oh, God. Oh, God. Everything's falling over. Oh, no. Oh, God. Hang on. I hit my desk way too hard. I need to chill. Okay. I got very impassioned about that death pebble. All right. All right, settle down. Settle down.
I'm trying.
It's my fault for carrying too much at once. I couldn't see where I was going.
Beg pardon.
Are you unharmed?
Yes.
Yes, thanks. Just bruised a toe. That's good news at least. Here, why don't you let me help you out?
Huh?
They're very heavy. No, I meant with your toes.
No.
Not a problem. 1, 2, and oof. Now then, where would you like them? Well, if it's not too much trouble, I was taking them down this way.
Yes.
Lead on, milady. Boxman! Is here all right?
Thank you.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. You've been such a help. 'Twas my pleasure. Do you always haul such heavy crates by yourself?
Yes.
Well, I hate to bother anyone else, and if I can do it myself, why not?
Really?
That simply won't do. Next time you must call for me so I can help. I won't take no for an answer.
Thank you.
Oh, well, if you're gonna be that insistent about it, then sure.
Then I won't tell you.
It's like, oh, all right, incentive to not talk to you. Fair. All right, oh, lordy lord. Frederick. You know what? Frederick and Tharja sounds weird. Let's go for it.
Really?
Heck yeah.
That's not Tharja at all. This exercise really works the stomach muscles. Ready? Just 300 this time. And then he counts them down. Going to die. That's some dedication, Robin. Oh, she's being a creeper. That's enough for today. Remember to hydrate and eat your hardtack. Dismissed!
What?
What a taskmaster. I thought he'd never finish. Look at Robin with those fools. I hope they realize he belongs to me. I most certainly don't! We can all hear you! I suppose I could curse them all. God, that would take forever. It'd be easier just to curse Robin. A stink spell, perhaps? Ah! If he caused people to pass out and retch, I'd have them all to myself. Is that implying Tharja can't smell, or that she's just more tolerant of stank than others?
She would literally power through the whole thing.
I guess so. Dedication to being a creepazoid. Except that, then he would smell like an outhouse. Maybe a different plan.
I see.
Come at last, eh, Tharja? I fear you missed the session.
Yeah?
Oh, darn.
Alas for you.
We did look for you, but it's important that we keep to schedule. In the end, I had to start Frederick's Fanatical Fitness Hour without you. You really call it that? Okay. But seeing as you're here, I suppose I can work in a private session. Actually, that's not... Oh, dear gods. Karma!
Shall we then?
Next up, biceps. I should warn you, this may burn a little bit. And 1, and 2, and 3. What's happening to me? Vision fading. Blackness everywhere.
Right.
I say, Tharja, you appear to be unwell. Let's pick this up again tomorrow. Get a night's rest and eat some beans.
I can handle myself.
Tomorrow, you're joking. Why? Torture me?
Yes.
A sound body leads to a sound mind. You're just a little out of shape is all. See you tomorrow at dawn. I'm a dark mage. I don't need biceps the size of beer barrels.
That one was funny.
That one was good. I like that one. All right, Long Coo, it's time for you and Pan. Let's go. There you go, the 2 edgy ones. I should be safe now. There's no way you could track me out. Hey, fight me. You're no ordinary man. Enough of this game. Tell me what you want and leave me be.
Get back.
Do not come near me. Stay away from you. What do you think I've been trying to do all day, you ignorant man spawn?
No.
I found this bag. It's full of weeds or something.
Right.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I bet you better not. That's my bag.
Right.
I know. You dropped it near the camp.
People, make your own jokes. Just don't put them in the comments or anything.
I don't want them. Is that why you chased me over hill and dale? Why didn't you just tell me?
Thanks.
Yes, well, when I saw your face, I became a believer. I mean, I became paralyzed with fear. And then you fled before I had a chance to explain. This is insulting. Wait, don't forget your weeds!
No.
I don't want them! Or the bag. They're yours now. Ugh, what am I supposed to do with these? Wonder if they taste good. Ah! Bad idea. He pondered a ponderous thought, and it did not pay off. It did not pay off.
I'm sure you could probably find a buyer for those if you really wanted.
Oh, will you shut your face? It's Robin and Cordelia time.
Listen.
I was resisting that so hard. I'm sorry.
You resisted so hard that you failed at it. Good job.
Yeah, pretty much.
Robin, look, I crafted a new javelin based on your feedback.
Huh?
You made one?
Yes.
Yes? As in, you forged it yourself? You didn't assemble it from the kit or something?
Well,
No, I cut a sapling, fashioned a grip, and hammered the point in the forge. I suppose
It's a long, pointy stick. It's not that hard to figure out.
honestly, I suppose I could have waited around for the javelin fairy, but she's so unpredictable. Here, look. See,
That warrants no further explanation.
No, it does not. I believe it is a joke, but you may interpret it how so you choose. Here, look. See the pattern on the shaft? It's my own design. Well, what do you think?
Whoa.
I think that I wasn't expecting you to go and fashion a whole javelin from scratch. You really are a genius. Pardon? Oh, sorry, I know you're sensitive about that word. I take it back, you're dumb as hell. Anyway, I'm glad I was able to help if there's anything else I can do.
I was gonna say like, oh, I know you're sensitive about that word. You're moronically impaired.
There you go. Robin, you are far too kind. Why if I... No, wait, we can't be doing this. People will get the wrong idea.
Huh?
Doing what? What wrong idea?
yes.
If you're so kind to me all the time, people will start to think we're friends. Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. I am married. But why would that be so bad? We are friends, aren't we?
Huh?
Do you think so? Truly? Of course, why not?
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I guess I grew accustomed to not having any. I was the
That is
youngest...
depressing.
Little bit. I was the youngest recruit in the Pegasus Knights. All of my comrades were veterans. There was no one whom I could truly call my friend. That's so very sad. Oh, well, as I said, I grew accustomed to it. Besides, I did have my Pegasus to talk to, even if the chats were a bit one-sided.
He did all the talking.
Well, I guess that would be. Alright, well, sad in some...
Constantly,
Yes?
constantly talking Pegasus. Never shut up.
Indeed. Sad in some ways, but nice in others.
Hey.
Adstall, just the gentleman I was hoping to run into. Do you have a question?
Hey, Donald. Just the pot I was looking to... Never mind.
Yeah, alright. That one fell apart real fast. Could you go over yonder? Nah, just a little bit farther?
Nah.
Are you trying to make me fall into that pit trap you dug? Ah, donkey bottoms. I ain't never gonna get the hang of this.
I keep asking all of my pit victims to please comply, and they never do.
I know. Easy, Donnie. Don't look so glum. You still have time to learn. But I done tried so many different things, and I'm useless at all of them. I just want to find one thing I'm better at than everyone else. I mean, you're really good at killing things. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I mean, he's done pretty awesome since he showed up.
Thought it might be booby traps, but shuck my corn if that's the case now.
Wow.
Trying to be better than everyone is an ambitious goal that very few ever achieve. Take me for...
Just pick one thing that you think you might be good at, devote your entire life to that thing, and fail at that one thing over and over again.
That's my personal creedus. Anyway, take me for example. Average strength, skills, and looks. Nothing stands out. Compared to everyone else...
Wow, he just flat out said it.
Literally self-aware. Compared to everyone else in the Shepherds, I'm as dull as can be.
Huh?
Wow.
What? Stall, that ain't true. Well, maybe it's a bit true.
Wow. Game. Slow your roll just a little bit there.
The point is, Donnie, I still have a role. We can't all be the best at something, but we can all provide a unique blend of skills. So we're the best at being ourselves? I reckon that ain't much of anything.
No worries.
Just keep practicing what you know and take care of yourself on the battlefield. Plus, you freaking married Maribel. What are you complaining about? Talents will come to light when you least expect them.
Yeah, really, like for real.
Well, if you say so. I mean, that alone made joining the army completely worth it. Let's see... Muriel and Sharish! That's your claws trimmed. Now spread your wings so I can wash underneath. That's it. Good girl, Minerva. What you be doing to that there dragon? Oh, hello, Muriel. How long have you been standing there staring at Minerva? You seem utterly entranced. Do you like wyverns?
No.
No, not at all. Oh, well then I guess I hate you. All right. Don't have to be so blunt about it. Jesus.
Why, thank you.
My apologies. I've been told I'm massively socially inept. I was absorbed in my observations and forgot others desire a modicum of tact. That wyvern you have there appears to comprehend human speech. She's a very smart girl. I've read reports which claimed that ancient dragons possessed the power of language. However, I'd not heard that living wyverns were capable of such feats.
Oh, my.
Oh, sounds like you've stumbled upon the discovery of a century then.
Hold a moment.
Perhaps, although it will still need to be peer-reviewed before publication. Will you allow me to continue observing this creature and further expand my thesis? Sure, we wouldn't mind that, would we, Minerva? Okay, so Minerva said she thinks you're ugly, but ignore that. She says that would be fine. She also likes your hat. Get a bigger one.
Very gracious.
Fascinating. Why is Muriel's hat so much cooler than Rickon's?
Well, because it's a witch's hat, and witches' hats are awesome.
That's fair, but then, is it because he's not a witch?
No, it's because Rickens looks like he has one of those poofy, weird hats.
Yeah, you're
From
right. They
like-
aren't the exact same hat. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, we are slowly but surely whittling it down. Whittling it
Yeah,
down.
That, and I think it's the angle to which he wears it. Looks
Yeah.
dorky.
Yeah. The way
That's
hers
the main thing.
hers kind of goes down a bit more, and you can see it from the side angle, where this one, it just makes him look like he's wearing clothes way too big for him. All right, Gregor. Cordelia time. Knowing this plot thread, Cordelia, I already know the answer is a no. Oh, how can I ever make him love me?
No, no.
The sound of lovelorn sighs sends shivers down spine of Gregor. Ah, Gregor! What are you doing lurking in the shadows? Is what Gregor does every Thursday. To be prepared is part of big battle. Is true in love and in war, yes. If we were love fighting, this first skirmish go to Gregor.
Come now.
Praise and statement for one you have barely even met. What does sneaking up on people have to do with love? More than you think?
Nonsense.
Apparently true in this game, too.
It's good that Cordelia want to learn. Gregor will enlighten. On battlefield of love, to be adored is to have high ground. And we all know how that go. Surprise attack can lay groundwork for a great success.
Huh?
Aren't you taking this love as war metaphor a little far? Surprise attack leaves Heart Fortress unmanned, yes? Then gates can be knocked over with battering ram of charm. Heart is that and defenseless for final assault. See, you've clearly given this a great deal of thought.
Oh, yes.
Gregor more clever than he looks. Now you can also be victor in love. Yes, sir!
Huh?
Gregor hope he not just bite off more than he can be chewing. Little late for that, my guy.
Yeah, just about. Just a tad.
Just a little. Just a little. All right, Darja and Kellum.
Just about 2 1/4 of a centimeter.
Where did I put that? Looking for something? Ooh, that's the most subdued exclamation towards Kellum's appearancing act I've seen so far. The last person who snuck up on me like that isn't a person anymore. He's half of a donkey. How do you stay so quiet? Is it a spell of some kind?
No.
No. Not that I know of, anyway.
Yeah.
Right, well, nice talking to you, quiet man. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a letter to mail.
If you say
Oh,
so.
I'm here to mail a letter, too. Can I give you a hand? I know how to mail a letter. I just hope the postmen are still going to please you.
What?
I imagine they would, but it's hard to say for certain. I please you. Is that where your family lives? Yes, that's where you met me. What are you going? Okay.
Too much.
Yes.
Okay.
I suppose you're worried about them, huh? I worry about mine a lot. I come from a family of powerful mages. They can usually take care of themselves. Usually. But times like these, well, who knows? A family of spellcasters. Oh, wow, I bet they're safe as houses. I hope so.
Nice one.
Yeah. Kellum's just trying to be cool guy. All right, Frederick and Olivia.
This ought to be interesting.
Frederick?
Yes.
Yes, milady. How may I be of service? Well, see, I was wondering, and this may be an odd question, but, well, what do you think of me?
Well,
Think of you, milady? Well, you are flexible of limb and move with an economy of motion. You have the qualities of a superior fencer. I would recommend a light rapier to start.
No.
No, I'm not talking about being a soldier. In fact, it's weird that you would just go to that, but okay. What I mean is, what do you think of me, like, as a woman?
Right.
Do I find you attractive? Is that your meaning?
Yes.
I suppose so, yes.
No.
A difficult question, if I may speak bluntly.
No, you are horrifying to look at.
Oh, dear God. I'd not thought of you in such terms before, and so cannot provide a meaningful answer.
Oh.
Oh, that's just what he said.
Explain.
Ooh. Con Basilio. He never takes me seriously no matter what I do. I guess I just don't have any appeal for older men.
Wait,
I somehow
plumage
doubt that
guy?
immensely. What?
What? Plumage guy?
Yeah, plumage guy. My
I'll
dance
be damned.
My dance teacher once told me I had to learn how to captivate everyone. Otherwise, no one would believe my
I
performance.
see.
So your interest was professional rather than personal. I see. You're just trying to get people all afluster. Fair enough. While I am sure you are blessed with many charms, they're sadly lost upon me. God damn, Frederick.
Pretty stupid.
I know, right? Look at her. I'm sorry I could not be more encouraging. Now, if you'll excuse me, this conversation is mad awkward. Yeah. Thanks, I guess. Thanks for flatly stating that I am in no way whatsoever physically appealing to you in any regard. Jesus Christ. that was a thing. All right. Well, let's go with listen, Vake.
In fact, it'd be interesting to get this part of the little triangle between Lissa, Crom, and Vake. We haven't really gotten their angle of this whole
Yeah, we
thing
got.
yet.
I mean, this is rank B, but yeah. Vake, I asked Crom about you, and do you know what he said? He said you're a great warrior, and he's learning a lot from your duels.
Hey.
Ah, he's just trying to soften up old Teach.
Hey.
Didn't you say pretty much the same thing about him the other day? Keep your voice down! I told you, that's between you and me. Right, how silly of me.
Oh,
Did you know that
please.
Crom once put on a disguise and came to my little town? Never let on about who he was, even when my axe took a disliking to him. I used to think royals were nothing but puffed up blowhards. Stick a pin in their silk-covered hides and whoosh, all the air runs out of them. As turns out, I was actually just really angry at balloons. But, you know,
I mean, who wouldn't be?
fair. That brother of yours, he changed my mind. People are always reminding Crom he's royalty. He tends to forget.
Brilliant.
I've dealt with a lot of fool ignorance since I joined the Shepherds. Mostly from myself. People are always asking who I think I am. A commoner lording it up with princes. I've had it from lowborn and highborn alike. But never Crom. It's like he doesn't care where I'm from, so long as I handle myself in a fight.
Oh.
Fake, behind all that bluster, I think you may love Crom more than any of us. Hey, don't go putting words in my mouth! Not a word of this Crom either. Especially the lovey-dovey part. Aye.
He should never know.
My, so many secrets we're sharing these days.
Lissa,
One of
she
these days,
might be onto something.
perhaps.
Who knows?
Who knows? One of these days, the Fake needs to learn to keep his big yap shut.
Right.
Oh, don't be silly. I'm actually tickled you trust me. Just promise you'll try to get along with my brother, all right? All right, but after I beat him. Only once I've whooped his ass 6 weeks from Sunday can I actually admit that he's kind of sort of okay to his face. Kill him in Cordelia! Good. Seems that I have gone undetected. Hey, Cordelia, how you doing?
Oh, look, it's the master of undetection.
Word. Kill him! How long have you been there? God, but it's impossible to do anything.
Ooh. Kellum versus Solid Snake in a stealthathon.
I know, right? Inexplicably, I mean, if you're implying the meme magic to the situation, he really just is unbeatable. Unless he wants people to see him, and even sometimes when he does, nobody can.
And not ignoring the elephant in the room anymore, the deal with his big ass armor
I know, that's even more
Not-
impressive.
not clanking or making a single sound as he walks.
It's pretty impressive. God, but it's
Yeah.
impossible to do anything in secret with this guy hovering around.
Sorry.
Sorry, did you say something? I didn't mean to interrupt your training. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's my fault I got caught.
I don't know.
Practicing your stealth moves, huh? You planning on some sort of covert op?
Right.
A good warrior should never neglect the chance to practice all her skills. You never know when they might come in handy.
Wow.
Wow, Cordelia, you're so dedicated.
Huh?
Yes, but when it comes to stealth, you have us all beat.
It's true.
Yeah, but I don't know if that counts. It's not like I practice or anything. People just seem to overlook me.
Hey, man, it's a natural talent. Don't knock it.
I know, right?
It's
Okay.
honestly pretty cool.
I mean, eventually you have to look at it from that kind of perspective.
I wish I was naturally talented at something.
Yeah.
To get good at anything that I'm moderately good at, I have to try like 8 times harder and deal with a lot of frustration and irritation and stuff.
Ain't that a mood? Oh, come now. There must be something special that you do.
What?
Not really. You just kind of stand here and fade into the background. Anyway, I'd better be on my
Like
way.
some type of strong sand.
A little bit. Good luck with your training. Whoosh.
What?
Kellen, wait, I wanted to talk more about... How does he do that? You'd think that armor would be a big clanking giveaway.
Just calling it all out, huh?
Yep, Detective Cordelia on the case.
Stall.
Stall and Pond, let's go!
We're doing more.
Hey,
We're almost done. Pan, sorry to interrupt, but it's time for supper.
Right.
I'll eat on my own terms. Now leave.
nah.
That was brisk.
But I prepared your very own dish. I think you'll love it. It's got...
Stop.
Did I ask for special treatment, man spawn?
Um,
No, but I know that you, Tagwell, don't eat the same kinds of food that we humans do. And since Lissa's making some kind of weird stew tonight, I thought...
And we're all just kind of avoiding her.
well, you know, just trying to help.
Hmm.
How very like a human.
Hmm?
I don't get it.
yes.
You offer lies as reasons and refuse to reveal your true motivations. Look, I don't think you understand. Get out of my sight! Okay, you're right. There's more to it than just that. Look, the truth is, I want to be your friend. I mean, you're the first Taggle I've ever met, and I know nothing at all about you. So I thought maybe we could, you know, spend some time together.
So,
Right then. Okay, I'll just set these potatoes right here and go back. Taggle cannot eat potatoes. They make us sick to our stomachs.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea.
As you wish.
It is because I've never told you. There are many more important things to worry about in war than the state of my insides. If you say so.
Thank
After
you.
the Sully incident, I feel like nobody thinks that's true anymore. Man spawn, wait. It took courage to speak the truth to me. I will not forget it.
No.
Ah, not at all. I should be thanking
Han
you.
will remember that.
Why would you thank me? Are all humans this odd, or are you special?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, kinda. Alright, and Muriel and Frederick. Horgan Gorgon. Morgan Bargain. Gargan Bargain!
Really?
You're not using your strength wisely. Too much wasted movement. Go and practice what I taught you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir, for the horrible flesh wound, sir. Frederick,
Yes.
Muriel, what brings you here?
Hold a moment.
Oh, you know, mostly pedantry.
I was convinced that young lad had you dead to rights. But when his blow was about to land, you parried with the merest flick of your arm. Such a feat would seem to defy all natural laws. What is your secret? To what forbidden dark art are you privy?
Always impressive.
If you saw my arm move, then your eye is sharper than most. When my master at arms first showed me the technique, I did not see as much.
Very gracious.
A woman of science is first and foremost an observer. A woman of science. The mage. Huh.
Hey, she can be both.
I
She can dare to dream.
Fair. And a keen eye is a fine weapon. But I don't think you came here to discuss swordplay.
Right.
Besides, magic is sort of a science.
If it existed in our world, yeah, there'd be some kind of science to it. On that count, you are wrong. I want you to teach me that move.
Well,
It's no easy trick to learn.
Very well.
I am a patient woman.
my thanks.
I have about 4 3/4 of a year on my schedule.
Yeah. Very well. Shall we begin? And so the mighty quest begun.
It did.
All right. Ooh, shenanigans music. Muriel, you want to sit down with Gregor? Enjoy a tasty cup of elderberry tea?
Hold a moment.
Curious as to why you are constantly inviting females to consume tea. I'm desperately lonely.
No.
Gregor is man, yes? He enjoys company of lovely maidens. Mood. What more is to tell?
Fascinating.
Would you say women possess some attractive force which draws you to them?
Oh no, we're getting into this now.
Gregor would say that is not incorrect.
Oh,
Oh.
Muriel wants to learn all about all of this.
Oh, yes, Muriel is very attractive. That is why Gregor offers tea.
I mean, she wants to know basically how everything works.
Yeah,
and
so
this is
whatever.
no exception.
That's not what I meant, but I suppose it's the best I'll get from a layperson. So then, what aspects make a woman attractive? Can you define them? I'd very much like to quantify this phenomenon, if at all possible.
Huh?
You are using many large words. Gregor is very confused.
Yes.
It's simple. There must be rules governing attractive force and how it operates. If you are able to define the parameters, it should be possible to recreate them. But every man is liking different things, yes? Gregor speak for no one but Gregor. So you'd claim it impossible to arrive at a universal definition of attraction. I mean, yeah. But that would imply that there are contradictions in human nature. Perish the thought!
Yeah, it's like, wow, okay, Muriel, welcome to planet whatever it is, planet that you're on.
Yeah. Gregor is surprised the brain does not ooze out of Muriel's ears. Such a thing is highly improbable. At any rate, my life is devoted to meticulous research and rigorous scientific study. Is sounding like barrel of monkey laughs.
What?
Now, I believe you are offering me tea? Elderberry, was it?
Good one.
Actually, Gregor's suddenly busy. Urgent chore at somewhere else.
Very well.
Well, next time perhaps. And she bought it.
That is the first lady that has literally scared Gregor away
Yeah.
with all of her smart talk.
Woo! That was a lot of stuff, but honestly, I had a lot of fun with that.
I absolutely did. That was wonderful.
We have gotten a lot more insight into a lot of characters. All right, if you will just...
Tech did.
Yeah, if you'll just indulge me for but a moment. Okay,
Yes.
let's see here.
We're looking over where we stand now.
Yeah, kinda. Let's see. Frederick was pretty cool. Callum was alright. Gregor was funny.
Heck yeah, and I think I got like, I definitely got a lot out of that.
Yeah. Gregor. Pan is pretty good. Not sure if it go... I mean, yeah, like we said, Gregor and either Pan or Sharish sound like pretty solid ideas at this point. I mean, if just their C supports are that strong, it bodes well. Tharja. Well, other than definitely wanting to continue Nowi's thing, just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Guess I'm kind of curious about Kellum. Gonna have to find somebody for everybody. Woo!
Yeah.
We'll figure
We'll
something
get there.
out. Yeah, for sure. All right, but just going forward, all right, I'll have Gregor spend more time with Pan and Sharish just to get those keep going, because I feel real confident about that one.
Makes sense.
Olivia, well, I do want to see that Maribel thing more. Guess we'll just continue forward with what we've got, and we'll just see if they appeal.
Yeah, very, very much.
Makes sense to me.
Mhm.
All right, then. Now, just very, very, very quickly, we'll just go through the barracks. Apparently,
shall.
the Vake never sleeps. That's weird. Is there something
That would kill you, my dude.
It would. Is there something in the air today? I feel so invigorated.
I feel like Muriel probably tried to explain that in depth to him, and he just did not understand the slightest hint of it.
Probably not. You're looking happily today. Perhaps you find gold lying around, yes? With Anna,
Oh my, yes.
probably. Actually, I just got some hot new items in. Are you in a spending mood? Gregor is many things. I feel very safe around you, you know that? Can I fight with you in the next battle? I'd love to. I just hope I don't trip or get in the way. They are goobers, it's true. Can we just briefly talk about the fact that Olivia literally shines and shimmers?
Yeah, I love it.
That's
It's
kind of
very
amazing.
nice.
I love, yeah, that's fantastic. Oh, did someone lose this? Perhaps I might deliver it. Oh, that's a very powerful spell. All right, cool.
Wow, okay, yeah.
Just a super ultra omega spell book.
I just found Ultima lying around. No
Yeah,
big deal.
as you do. Our foes grow stronger. Why don't you and I fight together next time? Of course. I'll protect you with my life the same as all my comrades. No matter how lack of pants you have. Lucina don't judge Pearson's lack of pants. Alright. Well, first things first. Anna, I'm gonna ask to buy this Master Seal. Thank you. I can never have too many of those.
Boy, I hope it doesn't say a lot about me, or in fact, I hope it doesn't say anything about me,
Take your time.
about the fact that I enjoy Anna's presence so much that buying things from her in the game might seem more fun than they should.
Hey, man, you have a personal preference. There is, in fact, nothing about that is a crime. Alrighty.
Well, is there when it comes to spending money on someone that's really adorable?
I don't know. I guess that depends on, again, kind of a personal thing, honestly. Let's see here. Alright, so I know I want Gregor. I'll also just bring Pan and Charish.
Ah, yes.
Aside from that, who else? Who else? Olivia. Olivia. You know what? Okay. Olivia, you come along. And that means so can Stall. And we'll also go with Kellum.
Ah, yes, and a side benefit to all of the support conversations you got is that many people are more stronger now.
Yes, they are. So basically, we can use literally any character that we want.
Many much strength, yeah, and they can all probably either work well together or not really have to worry about dying very easily. That's all very nice.
That's the hope, at least. Anyway, that's... Yep.
Oh.
All right.
And I'm sure, like, the rest of the game isn't a cakewalk by any means.
Nah, not usually.
No matter how much you grind.
All right, we'll just put you there.
I mean, this game, I'm not exactly talking adaptive difficulty, but it's pretty much to where even if you grind a lot, the game never really becomes, like, piss easy up to the end, does it?
I don't think so, no. I mean, we are on normal mode and not hard or lunatic or anything, but yeah.
All right.
Plus, we can always do things to make the fights more difficult if and we so choose. All right, plop you two, or you three over there. Then you go over there.
Well, that's
And
good to know.
you guys go over there. And there you go. Now let's see ourselves some combat. The Goopy Boy riseth. And I bet you were starting to think that this game didn't even have combat and it was just support conversations.
Nah.
There you go. Shadish, obtaining new levels of power. Not a lot, but still.
Unlimited power.
Eh, some would say it's unlimited. And, oh, not today, nerd. See, look, even Olivia can kick ass now.
Nice.
Not a lot of it, but she can.
Hey, I enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go. You are a fool for challenging Gregor. A damn fool is what you are. Man, what I would really like is the ability to buy second seal so we can start getting crazy with class changes for these characters.
Yeah, definitely. That's something to definitely think about.
Yeah, I want to have
in
some...
the very near future.
Yeah, I want to have myself some dang fun is what I want. And, no, Gooby Boy, no.
Hey, you're speaking to someone who enjoys customization in video games almost more than anything.
Fair. Not today, you. There you go.
Knocked him on his stupid dead ass.
That do be what they be doing, it true. Alright, come along. Whoop! Alright, so be it. So be it. The big shiny golden one. Not this day, nerd. Oh, Olivia just leveled up. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, okay. I guess because she was only backup on that one. Fair enough.
Hi, I'm Kellum. I'm still here. I will be your stab person today.
Yeah, but he stabbed him so good, though.
He really did.
Oh, and it broke. He stabbed him so good.
maybe- yeah, I was gonna say maybe a little too good.
All right, maybe hold back a little bit. He thinks he might have a little bit of pent-up aggression.
Whampadodle.
Whampadodle?
Whampaduz.
Whampadodlin. Bunny rabbit.
Whampampadopoulos.
Wham
Yeah,
bam
I'll
ba lam
knock
ba
it
dam
off.
bing gang ba boom boom.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say you win.
Yay! I am the champion of the people these days. The people.
That was a very interesting chain battle there.
Yeah, well, you know how it be. When it comes to spewing pure nonsense into thin air for absolutely no reason, I'm basically unbeatable.
He's your guy. Max
I-
a few trades.
Yep, I've got that going for me. Sigh.
He's had the skill of being full of hot air under lock for over 10 years.
I really have.
My lord.
I'm just kidding around.
I know, you're just having yourself a bit of a giggle.
Yay.
All
It's
right.
all the hee-hees and the ha-has with old Nightstar.
So we can outright buy Master Seals, which is great, but I don't want to buy Master Seals. I want to buy Second Seals. Come on now with all that. Anyway, nope, no new supports. I didn't think there would be, but yeah, you never know.
You never know until you try.
Word
Or
up.
until you look.
Word up, my dog. Alright, let's see here. Once again, just do what I did. Bow, bow, bow. Like so. Then like this. And then a little bit of this. And then you know I'm gonna go to the Kmart. Like so. Alright then. Break
Yes.
your weapons upon them.
You know, speaking of deserts, like the one this is taking place in,
Yes.
is it just me or does almost everyone confuse? Almost everyone confuse desert and dessert until they were about 4 years old?
I mean, I'm willing to concede that there's probably a strong likelihood that the greater majority of people still get those words mixed up sometimes. Oh no, Sharish!
Okay, well, those people I would call something rather unsavory.
Wow. Look at Nightstar being a judgy Thomas.
Hell yeah, I am. I
Oh,
mean,
damn.
what?
He doesn't even deny his judgmental ways.
No, I'm not really. I'm just joking.
Obviously.
Mostly.
Mostly.
I-
You know, a little bit of judgment, but not as much as he implies. Haha.
Nah, I'm a pretty chill guy when it comes to that kind of thing. I really don't judge, honestly.
I get you. I get you. All right. Now, this damn mage is all up in our business. I don't need any of that in my life. Ultimate Gregor technique. Smackadoo.
Yeah. He had to do the spins. Those are legally required.
They are. I mean, if he didn't do the spins, then how would the centrifugal force I be able to equate to more pow? Science. All right. And now we shake him. Shake him again.
The Gregor spent 3 years in prison for lack of spin.
The land he came from is a harsh one indeed. If you do not
Lack of sufficient spin.
if you do not spin like we wish to win, then you go to gulag. However that works. Go. There you go. Tharja actually helping out. Good on her. Good on her. Next up, by the power of bunnydom. Nyah. There you go. You know, bunny rabbits aren't really known for having claws, so it's interesting that she does. Then again, I guess just turning into a gigantic rabbit in general wouldn't be that impressive without some creative, you know, liberties.
Well, yeah. I mean, she doesn't really fully resemble a real rabbit in many ways.
No, I mean, it's tangentially
very-
rabbit.
It's a very fictionalized, monsterish robot. I
Yeah.
mean, rabbit robot, whatever.
Yeah, you know, rabbit robots. Rabot.
Yeah, that's coming back again, weirdly enough.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's a reference. Okay.
All right.
Wow, he didn't even get it. He's that. I guess I out-nerded him this day.
Yeah, it's kind of rare.
It very much is.